Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are once again in Thorinhad here, and we have our Hobbit gift of the day. Let's have a little look at what it is. Are we going to be lucky? We got 60 marks. That's not that bad, considering I just spent recently quite a few marks trying to get something for me. So, if we come over to the mailbox, we should have a little present waiting for us from my Taylor account, which is a full set of level 35 armor, level 35 medium armor, critted completely. So we have not enough inventory space to do that. I'm pressing all the run buttons as well. So I thought while I at least do this, I can explain something which you might be inquisitive about, which is the fact that I may sound a little bit different. And the reason for that is quite self-explanatory, to be fair. And that is the fact that I have finally got my new microphone that I've been waiting for a very long time. Now, it may not sound the greatest, and the reason for that is because I haven't got everything for it yet, so my stand and stuff isn't here, so I'm kind of having to do something makeshift, but the majority of it should sound okay. And whilst we're here, actually, we can use these Mathams and such. I think these should also be stuff for Rivendell. I think you press Alt and do them all. We can test that, actually, I think. No, we don't have anything else, but... oh, we do have that. We have all of these now. Actually, that's not what we want. It's the Fine Hunters stuff. So I'm going to have a little look at our current health, which is 1,573. Let's switch out everything for here. So again, this is all critted stuff. And actually, is that better? Yeah, that's better. But you can see, for example, 23 agility, 35 morale, and 390 critical defense. This, for example... gives us 69 morale and 23 agility, and you know, a lot of agility coming out of this, which is good, and a lot of extra morale. And I've already forgotten the number we had at the beginning. I guess we can switch out in a second if we really wanted to, but I don't think it's worth it. But even this, like 23 vitality and 12 agility compared to just 10 vitality and almost 105 extra armor just in general. So we're just in general getting better stuff. So I'm thinking if we press this now, everything but a cloak is, you know, there and ready and stuff. And we can actually sell the stuff while we're here to this person. And apparently it's already used. There we go. So, yeah, I've been meaning to do that for a very long time. I started building the level 32 armor, and then I realized recently we are at level 35. So I thought, you know, being at that level means we can build the level 35 armor, so I thought we might as well do that instead of, you know, going for the level 32, because what's the point otherwise? So I'm hoping everything is nice when you do that. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of lag, it seems, for some reason. Don't know. I have been having some crashes recently, which is why you may have noticed the quality is a tiny bit lower down, and yeah, I've had to lower the quality because I've had a few crashes as of late, ever since the 18.2 update, so gonna have to have a little look into that. But we do have a quest to do today instead of just babbling on for 3.5 minutes. And to do that, we actually need to go to Rivendell, and to do that, obviously, we need to add that trait, or that skill, so we can get rid of the extra fate. We can return to Rivendell, just the easy way, and we can talk to Glorfindel. And that should be perfectly fine. So I'm hoping this all goes well. We can just switch out the traits again, so that should be fine. And yeah, as I said, this episode is going to be sort of my test, I think, for this microphone, because I think not until I like make a proper episode or sorts, I can really test it. Like I can do a few testing like audio bits, but I don't think until, you know, I've done a full episode, I can, you know, properly test how OBS is working with it and how, you know, all this setup is going. Because I've had to do a few weird things, and the stand for it, as I said, I haven't got yet, so I need to wait about a week for that. Actually, from this episode, it's about 3 or 4 days until it comes. But, you know, delivery days and all that aren't always the greatest things to go off. So where do we have to... Oh, I'm going the complete wrong way. I thought he was down here. So we're going to have to go... That is not a good place for a tree to grow. That is really not. Oh, it's not even up here. God damn. Right. So yeah, just having to sort of test out audio with this is the main thing at this point, and that is also not the correct way to go. So yeah, had a few difficulties as of late, but I think all the major issues are done with, and it's just a case of getting everything sort of in the correct position, correct distances, correct audio changes and stuff like that, just to sort of make the audio most efficient it can be, so I don't have to apply a ton of effects to make it sound somewhat decent. And hopefully, the real reason I actually got this is because of, you may have noticed in a few things. Okay. You may have noticed in a few episodes at some points, that's quite far away. You may have noticed in a few episodes, if I can finally finish my sentence, that sometimes the audio from the game bleeds through into my microphone. Well, you may not notice it because you probably can't tell between the audio tracks, but basically what ends up happening is sometimes when there's quite loud audio segments, such as, for example, in the previous episode, a little bit of a behind-the-scenes thing. In the previous episode, when we had that little cutscene at the end of not the previous, was it? No, 2 episodes ago, sorry. At the end of defeating those orcs in Trestle Bridge, and it switched to like the little cutscene thing. I actually had to re-record that audio slightly. Same thing, same sort of, whatever. It sounded exactly the same. I just had to re-record it because the audio bled through and basically made it unusable. That is hopefully going to be fixed by this. If it happens with this, I'm going to be slightly upset. But I'm thinking the reason is because the cable is like, it was one cable going to a microphone and headphones. So I think that's probably the reason why. And I'm thinking that it shouldn't be an issue when, from now on. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm thinking, because I don't want to waste your time too much. And as I said, this is a test episode, so we are only going to be doing this one quest for today. I am going to skip straight ahead to the quest location, and then we're going to go pick up whatever we have to do. We have to find the Beryl at the ford. So I'm going to go over to there and find that thing for Glorfindel. So I will see you at the ford of Brunnen, or whatever it's called. Okay, so we are now here. The Nazgul will deny passage across Brunnen at this crossing. Okay, so it's giving us a little bit of backstory, but we need to find his Beryl, and I don't know specifically where it wants us to try that. I don't know where it would be. You leave the fort. Okay, so that definitely isn't. We don't want that to be part of it. Can we not use it mounted, maybe? That might be why. We can use it unmounted, though. Oh, it just says use. I thought we were finding it. That's interesting. So you hold the barrel. What was that? What did it say? Oh, it didn't. You hold the barrel of Glorfindel aloft, and it glows with a pale light. So now it is changed. We come to you by Lord aid of tracking the missing rider. Okay. So now we need to go back to him, which is going to take a little bit of time, and it's probably best to get back on our horse. Where does this actually send us? Oh no, it's the other one. Return to camp. Okay, I remember where that is now, so it's nowhere near to where we need to be. So what I'm going to have to do is now make my way back through the high moors and through the Troll Shores to get back to Rivendell and talk to Lord Glorfindel. I said that really weirdly. Lord Glorfindel, and complete this quest for him. And then that is probably going to be the end of this episode. Again, this is going to be probably a bit of a shorter one, particularly. And it's also kind of a testing thing for me as well. So hopefully everything has gone perfectly fine. I did, in the little travel over here, start listening back to the previous part of the video, and it seemed alright. Just, again, I'm going to have to get used to the microphone. I'm not used to it being in the same place it is. Normally I'm used to a headset thing, so I am kind of moving my head away a bit. Not expecting it to change much, but it seems to have slightly changed it. That'll probably get changed or fixed in before the video's edited, most likely. But yeah, we're gonna go past here, have to go past all these things. They're like 3 levels above us, and they keep on threatening to attack us and actually attacking us. It's not a fun time. So yeah, I will see you back in Rivendell, which is about 1,200 meters away. Okay, so we're now coming up on Glorfindel, bringing back his Beryl, and hopefully, whatever happens next, increased reputation. If you return, did you notice any changes? Beryl gave you when you arrived at the fort began to glow. That's what I expected. I'm glad it was so, and I'm glad it was so for the Chalminar means of locating the Nazgul that remains hidden within the wilderness. The nines are there. Basically, we can find them. Oh, and also we can bring this to Elladan. I guess we might as well, considering it's so close, if I remember correctly. Oh, is Elladan... No, Elladan is actually in a different place. He's over there. I actually thought it was talking about the other guy that's in there, which, yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that. So, I will probably start the next episode there, most likely. There's no real reason for me to sit here and then go. I just might as well, you know... start there and just, you know, cut that time out. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. And next episode, we're going to go complete chapter 4, and then we'll probably do, you know, another bit of that as well. And hopefully this makes us level up a lot quicker, because that basically also means that we are able to get to, we're then going to be able to, obviously, get to higher weapons, actually speaking of weapons, we can actually make ourselves a new weapon most likely. Let's check. Its artisan would be level 35, so we can actually make level 35 stuff. We just have to get the stuff for it. So what I'm probably going to do most likely is go and sell my sturdy steel key, because that's the thing I do need to do. I'll probably do that a little later though, because I don't really want to go away. I don't know if there's an auction hall in Rivendell, so I will have to have a little look around. There probably is, I just probably am unaware of it. And so what I want to do, because I don't want to just run out of the troll shores or whatever before the quest is sort of done, I will hold on to it for now, and then I will go and obviously I will sell it after, just because I want to get that money together, because I'm pretty sure we can buy from an expert weaponsmith, we can buy the recipes for level 35 weapons. So when we were able to do that, we might as well do that as soon as possible and just sort of get these new weapons, because these weapons are good, but I would prefer anything better. That's always nice to have something better, so it's good that we can do that. So I will see you at whatever this place is called, I already forgotten, Thorinhad, in the next episode to start chapter 4. So thanks for watching, and bye-bye.